Good morning, guys. We're starting out with some sunshine and some cloud cover this morning. We've got mostly cloudy skies with that temperature starting out at 57 degrees. Winds are pretty steady. You can see the camera is shaking a little bit. And out of the south, we are finding some light showers try to come in from the south and southwest ahead of our next storm. And we'll find the coverage of showers and storms increase by the afternoon and evening today. It's 55 degrees in Ava, 52 degrees in Branson, and 54 degrees in Harrison this morning. It is Earth Day. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s, warming up into the lower 60s today with clouds and showers and thunderstorms. That high temperature today will be at 63 degrees with the clouds and those storms around. Now, we could find a strong storm or two to the south. That's where we have a marginal risk of severe weather from Branson to Harrison. Our risk is pretty low. We'll have to have that fuel seep this far north to get a strong storm, but if we do, it would be for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Locally heavy rain and lightning are also threats. So showers and storms becoming more widespread by this afternoon and evening. You can see we'll have some locally heavy rain be an issue as well. We'll keep some showers through the evening and overnight. Some showers can linger to the east tomorrow morning as the storm system slowly clears. Then we clear out the rain, poke more holes in the clouds, and we'll have highs near 70 degrees tomorrow. We could find some rain totals nearing an inch to the south and southwest, and that's where we'll find a limited flood threat near those low water crossings that are pretty vulnerable this time of year. So showers and thunderstorms out there today. Again, maybe a strong storm to the south if we have enough fuel for that. But for the most part, that threat is pretty low for us. Some showers early on Thursday with that high around 70 degrees and some clouds in the afternoon. Our next storm threat already comes in by Friday. More showers and storms there. Joe, Lauren.
We'd like to keep you up to date on the most recent numbers released for COVID-19 in our area. Greene County is holding steady at 92 positive cases, including 46 recoveries, 38 active cases, and 8 deaths. In Missouri, the state health department is reporting almost 6,000 cases and 189 deaths. In Arkansas, the numbers jumped after including prison inmates who had tested positive. Now more than 2,200 cases, 43 deaths, and 849 Arkansans have recovered.
Officials begin to work through the details now of what reopening Springfield and Greene County could look like after yesterday's press briefing. One thing that will play a role in this is testing. Mercy Hospital now has the ability to test its own staff and patients for COVID-19. The process in total takes only about 2 hours. The testing at the hospital is only for inpatients with a high need. Outpatient tests are still being sent to a lab. Chief Quality Officer Vicki Good explains that a quicker turnaround time will help determine more quickly how to care for a patient.
We can give people a definitive answer quicker. That's going to help on several different fronts, emotionally, physically, and everything else. It will be a large impact in that we can better manage our patients, manage them more quickly, as well as get treatments to them faster. Additionally, if I know that that patient doesn't have COVID-19, then I don't have to use the highest level of personal protective equipment or PPE that I would normally have to. So again, it helps us then to conserve on PPE.
The Springfield Greene County Health Department also has received a quick test machine that will run soon and will be able to get test results back in actually 15 minutes.
Around the region, 7 COVID-19 patients who have fully recovered donated plasma over the past week and a half in Arkansas. That's good news considering right now there's no plasma in stock in the entire state. But according to the Arkansas Blood Bank, the number of eligible donors could jump significantly in the coming weeks as more patients pass the strict criteria set by the FDA.
The one issue that we have there is that we have to wait for a minimum of 14 days after resolution of symptoms before they're eligible to donate, and then we have to have a negative COVID ID test for them to make sure they're okay to donate it.
So far, 9 COVID-19 patients have received that plasma. Of those, 4 have recovered, meaning they are no longer on a ventilator and are now breathing on their own.
And we actually have some good news following what Lauren just mentioned. A Northwest Arkansas woman was one of the 9 to get that plasma and has successfully treated and is recovering. 48-year-old Myrna Marquez has been fighting that disease for 2 weeks. But after that plasma treatment, she is headed home. You see some of the staff lining the halls of the hospital to cheer her on there. Infectious disease specialist Dr. Stephen Hennigan says he was able to administer the plasma through a blood transfusion that ultimately saved her life due to the antibodies it contains to fight off the coronavirus.
And about 4.5 days after she got her dose, she was off the ventilator and doing great.
Marquez is the first person in Northwest Arkansas to be treated using plasma donated from a recovered COVID-19 patient.
Moving on to what's happening around America, Colorado is pouring resources into slowing the spread of COVID-19 at long-term care facilities that have been a hotspot for cases in Colorado. The National Guard is helping the state health department perform roughly 300 tests at 3 different facilities. The Guard says they have about 70 servicemen from both the Army and Air National Guard providing the testing for both staff and residents at those facilities.
2 people have died from coronavirus complications at a healthcare facility in California. 48 other patients and 24 employees also tested positive. Huntington Valley Healthcare Center reported the outbreak, adding that the infected patients are being isolated either in area hospitals or in the facility. A number of safety protocols were put in place in March to help slow the spread, including restricting access to the building to essential medical personnel.
The first reported U.S. death from COVID-19 is now 3 weeks earlier than previously thought. Santa Clara County in Northern California says 2 people who died in their homes on February 6th and February 17th had coronavirus. The CDC tested tissue samples from their autopsies. Previously, the first known U.S. death from the coronavirus, thought to be in Kirkland, Washington, was reported on February 29th.
Migrants are stuck at Mexico's northern border after President Trump's decision to suspend all immigration. Asylum seekers will have to stay in Mexico for the time being to await their U.S. hearings. Many do fear the spread of the coronavirus at migrant shelters will happen because they're ill-equipped to handle a pandemic.
And around the world, authorities in Brazil are digging mass graves to bury the increasing number of victims from COVID-19. According to a statement, the number of burials in some places has more than doubled over the past few days. The average before the pandemic was about 30 burials per day, but now it's closer to 100. Brazil is the country with the highest rate of victims and confirmed cases in Latin America. We want to show you also what's coming up this morning after Daybreak.
Coming up, we speak with the FDA commissioner about the first approved at-home test for coronavirus. Plus, on this Earth Day, we'll look at how the pandemic has led to dramatic environmental improvements. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
Other things people are talking about this morning, we're checking out Twitter and Google and everything else. A 3.7 magnitude earthquake was detected in Southern California early this morning. This news is just about an hour and a half old or so. The fire department in LA is going through trying to assess some damage. So far, there are no reports from that at the moment.
Okay, another big trend obviously is Earth Day. Elisa, we know you're excited. I have to say, for the kids out there, or parents, kids at heart, get on Google real quick, and if you type in, or if you just start to type in Earth Day, it will give you a quiz. You can find out your Earth Day animal.
Oh,
I love it. I'm on it.
And the Google Doodle is also a game about bee pollination today.
Yay! Okay, and you have some fun facts for us too.
Yeah, so it is the 50th birthday of Earth Day, right? And Earth Day, we appreciate trees. Trees do some really awesome things like remove carbon dioxide from our atmosphere. They provide shade, so that lowers the cooling costs, and they clean our air and water by taking in the air and taking in water from its roots. And I want to take a look. Let's take a bigger look at the numbers here that we've got for Springfield on the air pollution. I mean, look at this. 7.2 million tons of CO2 is removed just in Springfield from our trees. 425 million pounds of air pollution removed from our air in Springfield.
Just in town here, huh?
Just because of our trees. How awesome is that? So some really cool Earth Day celebrations for you there. Showers and storms today with temperatures at 63 degrees. Some showers early tomorrow with clouds in the afternoon.
Rainy Earth Day, huh?
Yeah. Yesterday was so nice, though. It's okay. We'll take the rain in stride today.
Certainly, no problem. Thank you so much for starting your morning off with us here on Daybreak, everyone. Leaving you with a nice sunrise this morning. Have yourself a good Wednesday.